there's a song in the background. I'm at the gym right now as we're doing this Tear Bear, Tearing Up My Heart. And the song Kobe Kelly, Brighter Than the Sun is on. And I haven't
Mm.
heard it forever. But she's like, this is how it starts. And I'm thinking, this is how it starts. Right now is the beginning, the start of convention conference season.
Ooh, fun.
Seasons of love. Okay, so here's the thing. You have probably been invited to going to a conference, convention, whatever your company calls it, and you're probably mulling over, do I go? Or you've decided I'm going. If I do, because I'm ready to get out of the house and go. But I've been to conventions. I actually hate conventions, by the way. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. But the good news is because I hate them, I can actually tell you how to get the most out of them. And I'm not joking. What I find with my clients that go without the right expectations, they come back and they're like, oh, it was horrible. And I'm like, okay, let me set you up for success next time. And then it works. So I thought maybe we'd share that today because convention season is
Yeah.
happening.
How to get the most out of your time while you're there so it's actually worth you going.
Right. And if you're like, oh, but I'm not going this year, Roxanne, you can still get a lot of that virtually. Maybe we'll talk about that another time. But if you're going, number one is this. Understand that if you're an introvert, this is going to be a lot. You're not setting yourself up for success. I'm just going to say it. If you're an introvert, it is a lot. So what you want to do, because there's going to be a lot of people and a lot of stimulation, a lot of things, is decide to carve out time for yourself. And if you're a true introvert, maybe you don't stay at the hotel everyone else is staying at. Maybe you stay at a different one. But be intentional about your time and give yourself space. Now, you might not be an introvert, you might be an extrovert, but you know that you need your rest, whatever it may be. Y'all, it's like going to camp and having a bad attitude. It's like a child where you literally like they don't get any sleep, they don't get any rest, all the things that they need, and they're like, we're the same. So make sure you carve out whatever you know you need. If you know you need yoga or you need devotional time or you need just sleep, carve it out and realize that there's always going to be FOMO. Let the FOMO go. FOMO is not a thing.
Yeah, let the FOMO go. You don't have to go to every single piece of it. If you need time in the evening, don't go to the evening events,
Right.
Take your time.
Right.
Are you an introvert?
No, I'm a manifestor though. We like to be by ourselves,
Yes,
yeah. Like people, honestly, I like conventions when I'm on stage. If I'm not on stage, I don't like a convention.
Yeah.
Really honest with you.
Right. I was going to say, let's preface, Roxanne doesn't like anything like that. So it's not just convention.
Right. Yeah. If I'm not in the spotlight, I don't like it. That's just how I'm built. Okay. It sounds horrible. It's not human design. The other thing is budget wise, y'all, it's always going to cost more than you think it says. So
yes, call that out.
Yeah, it's always there's things you haven't thought of, like extra things you're gonna be paying for. Also remember that these days most places are card only, they're cashless. So plan ahead, but you want to use cash for tips and things. But I just know it's gonna cost a lot. But here's the thing, I don't want you to break the bank. It bugs me to no end when people are like, okay, I went to this convention and now everything I've ever earned in network marketing has gone out the window because I went to a Vegas convention or something. They're not all Vegas, but you know what I mean? So what I want you to think about is this, like, it is okay to say no to something if you cannot afford it. The goal is not to come back from your trip and feel so cash poor that you just feel bad about all things, which can happen. So realize that, but also decide what you want out of it. So this is my third thing, okay? Like, are you there to have a good time? And are you there because you want to hang out with your friends? Or are you there because you want to get some business kudos? Or are you there because you want the social media post? You go and knowing what you want, you can get what you want out of it.
Yeah, and if you don't know, then you're probably setting yourself up for disappointment. You're like, oh, I hope I'm surprised. But you know you have expectations underneath that. So pull out what those are so then you can look for it and then set yourself up for success with it.
Yeah. Now this one's going to be unpopular, but it's okay because I don't mind. You don't have to buy the convention packet, the new product that's bundled in some $400, $500 like caboodle. You don't have to. buy that to be successful. I know this is
Why
where
not? We need it.
you need it. It has that flashy, like, special bonus thing that's only in the package. You really don't need that. You don't need that to sell it. You don't need that to recruit people to it. You don't need it for yourself. So if your budget is not allowing it, then literally wait the extra 2 weeks to 3 weeks when you can buy the product a la carte and go ahead and buy the product a la carte. I know the FOMO is real, but I promise you, half the time the extra bailiwick bells and whistles, people end up throwing away anyway, they don't use. Like, you don't need all that. You don't.
Yeah. Don't give into the peer pressure. Go back to the other one we just said, set your intention that you're not going to buy it. You already know now.
Yes. Another thing is, when you go to the sessions, make a goal of going, okay, I'm going to pull out from each session I go to one thing that, like, inspires me, that excites me, that I want to focus on. Write down that one thing in wherever you write down your notes. And then at the end of the day, let it rise to the top. What is the thing of all the things you went to? What is that one thing? Do that again repeatedly, because some of your conventions are a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. And then I want you to walk out of that convention with one thing you're going to work on, one thing you're going to do. Because conventions are awesome, but just like summits, then you're like, I got to do all the things. And you do nothing.
Yep. And then you take no action. And you're like, gosh, I just spent all that money and I did nothing with this. So I really like that one. That one's like probably the best tip.
Oh, good. I got another one. You ready? If you were going to send messages from convention trying to recruit people to your business, really think about those messages. What I mean is, hey, I'm here in Atlanta at the such convention. It's such a good time to join. You like it. This is so amazing. I'm doing all these things. Let's set up a meeting to talk. Someone is going to tell you to do that at a convention, and I'm here to tell you to think twice before you do it, because your convention is not someone. People aren't excited to see the convention. You saying that you're at a convention hall having, like, and the products are so exciting, to the random person is not the thing that's going to set them over the edge. It's actually going to look spammy. Speaking of spam, let's just talk about spam.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I got a message yesterday, which I need to write back to this person, which honestly, this person has never messaged me before on Facebook Messenger before, ever. I'm looking. There's no history. No message. I don't know her. Hey, I just started a 30-day cleanse challenge to get in shape. I know it may not be for you, but do you know anyone who's looking to lose weight, get more energy, or tone up at all? No worries if not. Just thought I'd ask. She didn't even use my name. I swear to you.
That's a copy and paste. Boom, boom, boom,
100%. Didn't use my name, nothing. And I was like, oh, I'll deal with you later.
I want to know how you're going to respond.
I don't know. It depends on my mood. But this is the message. These types of messages, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what we end up like, oh, you send to 20 people at the convention thing. You've got to join. Let's have a meeting. And then you're like, y'all slow your roll. Like, if you're going to talk to someone at convention, talking about convention, you should probably be talking to them before convention, going, hey, I'm going to go to convention. I know you and I've been talking about business. I'm going to let you know what exciting things are coming. But these out of the like nowhere messages, I've done it. They don't work.
They don't work. And I mean, maybe it works for one. You're going to get a respond. Are they going to be a good team member? Probably not.
You probably aren't going to get one.
Yeah. Well, but it's like, that's not how you start the conversation. You guys, we've got so many podcast episodes about how you actually talk to people.
Yes. And along those lines, because I was just recording a bunch of stuff for some summits, and I know you all are well aware of the STD method, or if you're not, go back and listen to the podcast about the STD method. But let me just remind you that only altogether at 16% of the population are people who are going to join you in business without getting more information from you, really seeing that it works, taking time to look at reviews, which could take a year, even if not longer, right? Mostly longer, 16% of the population. So when you're at convention and you're like, oh my gosh, we got this new product, you have to try it, it's amazing. Only 16% of the people you know or that you reach out to are likely to actually say yes to that. Like, think about that, 16%. So like if 100 people, you might get 16 that might, did I do that right? maybe 99. I don't know.
I mean,
Anyway,
technically, yeah. That number feels high.
it feels high, right? It feels high. That are even potentially going to say yes to you.
Yeah.
And that's high for network marketing. Good point. That's high for network marketing.
Yeah.
So probably more like 1,600 people, 16 will say yes immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're sitting there going, okay, I've got to tell them about this new product. It's so exciting. Oh my gosh, they need it because they just revealed it. And you were amped up because you guys, conventions are drugs and they're
Oh,
fun
they
drugs.
are. Oh,
They're
yeah.
fun. Like,
Whatever
yes, it's like,
they're pumping extra oxygen in, they're
oh,
hyping
yes.
you up, the fireworks and all the things. I get it. Makes you want to
Totally.
do it.
But other people are not where you are. And so, like, the odds of someone saying, yes, I'm going to join you in business, or yes, I want that new product that nobody's tried, but it's supposed to help me with my hormones, that's a big thing right now, is really likely not to happen. So
Mm-hmm.
understand that and go back to the STD method. Let's speed up the process of them saying yes. But remember, you've got to educate them. You've got to empower them. You got to equip them so that they can make those decisions. You got to give them opportunities to spy, try, and buy it. So
Mm-hmm.
slow your roll on that. Now,
Yeah.
some of you are like, but I want to make sales. So I will add to that. The people who are most likely going to try your new products are people who already trust you because they are on your products currently.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like, okay, but who do I reach out to? Then if you've got to reach out to someone, reach out to your customers that you're in connection with. Hopefully you're doing social summer camps, you're connecting with them. It's a natural groove. And use that for people to talk to about, like, do you want to be the first to try the product? Because again, you've already worked on them more because they trust you with your product. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Go to them first.
go to
Not.
them first.
And I know how you just were like, oh, but if you send more, then eventually people say yes. We do not mean send more
Don't send
to get the
more.
yes.
No,
No.
I'm just saying how unreal. 1,600 people, thank you. I'm not saying do more. I'm saying that is not the way to do it.
Yeah.
Stop focusing on the 16%. Focus on the 68% of people who just need more information, education. Give them that, and they will give
Yeah.
you what they need. Yeah, no, not
Yes.
saying that. Not saying I need to do more. No, not more. Don't do more. Don't do that. All
Such
right.
good
So those
tips.
are my tips.
I
Have
got
a good
one
time.
tip. I've got
Yeah.
one tip. Bring a refillable water bottle. You will thank me
Oh,
when you see the
that's
water
good.
prices and you're going to be thirsty.
Thirsty. That's good. Ooh, and now that you said that, comfortable shoes. It really is
Yes.
comfort over style. I know you're like, but it's comfort over style. And then I'm gonna say another thing. Please don't buy a freaking ball gown to sit in a stadium and stand there and it's called a gala or a gala. That Please don't waste
Don't
your
do it.
time. Don't do it. It's
Don't do
okay.
it,
Don't do
guys.
it.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that triggered me. Oh, I have one more because I do know introverts, and I hear this from them when they go to conventions. Y'all remember that it is. I know we're adults, but it is scary to be talking to people and be out there around people that you don't know, or maybe you just knew virtually. So
Yeah.
please remember that there's someone in your group or someone adjacent that's kind of standing there that's feeling pretty lonely, and you taking that moment and just talking to that stranger really will go a long way. Not only will it make them feel better, but that could be the thing that makes them stay in the business longer, truthfully,
Mm-hmm.
and makes them feel seen. So if you can do your best to make people feel seen while you're there, and in turn, I hope they do that for you, that will make a huge difference.
Yeah, that's a great point because you guys, we're all thinking about ourselves in our head more than we're thinking about maybe what you're wearing. So it's like just we're all in the same boat. We all feel probably a little uncomfy unless you're a manifesting extrovert.
Um, it's like the first, think of conventions as the first day in kindergarten for your child,
Yeah.
and you're the child, right? Like just think about that and how they feel, and just remember someone out there's feeling that way. So as much as you can make them feel good, that'd be good.
Yeah. Cool. Oh my gosh. You guys have so much fun. I want to see pics and stuff
Yeah,
of I always think they're fun to see from like our perspective of like, oh, they're doing the thing.
they're doing a thing. Yeah, fun, fun, fun. What's going on with you behind the scenes?
We bought a pool membership this
Oh,
past
she's got a
weekend.
club membership, is what she's trying not to say, but it's true.
Got a club membership. We're just the bougiest people on the island now. No, you guys, we're running out of things to do. And so I'm like, there's only so much we can go see, and we hike every day and we're outside of the park, but this is a reprieve, a pool membership where the kids can just swim safely and kind of leave me alone a bit. I mean, I watch them. I'm always watching, but I'm like, I'm excited.
Try a cardboard box. Kids love that.
They do actually. We always keep every cardboard box, and Davey colors them or makes them a fort or something.
There you go. There you go. When in doubt, cardboard it out.
Yeah, heck yes. So, how about you? We're getting closer. What's the countdown?
37 days till I get married. Yeah. This is being recorded. So yeah. So it's coming quick. We did a lot of wedding stuff this weekend. So that felt pretty good. Scott's suit came in. It does not fit him properly, but he refuses to go back to Indochino to have them do it. He does not trust them. So we're gonna go to Nordstrom's and look their tailors that he trusts. Like it's too big. So like at least it's not too small because we have to recut the whole thing. So we're gonna go there, and I'm pretty certain he's going to propose to me on Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday. I know it is.
Why?
What?
What are the plans? No, like why do you think it's Wednesday? Like what did he tell you?
I just know. And it's so funny because we have this shared calendar, and he was like, "Can you see it on the calendar?" I'm like, "Don't put it on the calendar. I don't want to see it." But he has it as, I'm like, "Put it as private. I don't want to see it," because he's been trying to give me the ring like forever, and I'm like, "No, I'm getting engaged once, and so I don't want to don't just hand it to me." So he's had something planned, but I know because he said a few weeks ago, because he has a doctor's appointment that day. So we're going to LA for that. And he's like, "I'm just going to take the whole day off." I'm like, "Huh, okay, interesting." And he has his haircut, but I'm like, "Interesting, okay." I just knew it was going to be the day. And I said, I'm like, "Will I have my ring before I go back for my dress fitting?" Last one, he's like, "No." I'm like, "What?" He said, "You said you don't need it till your engagement party." I'm like, or your bachelor party. I'm like, "I did, but will I have it by June?" I just know it's. So like a couple days ago, I said, "Did you wear anything special on the 31st?" And he's like, "No." And then like a few hours later, he's like, "Well, you looked really cute when we went out to such and like you might wear something like that." I'm like, he never tells me to look cute. I'm like, okay, that's all I need to know.
All right, I'm gonna be watching stories and waiting.
I'll be like, "I'm engaged." I should totally do that. People like, "Wait, aren't you getting married?" Look, we do it our way, people. Just relax, okay?
Your way, however you want to. You're stuck with them for the rest of your life, so you do it how you want, girl.
My order, that's right. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. And then I got on the scale this morning. I lost another 3 pounds, so there it is. But yeah, like lots of little wedding things done this weekend, and just getting things together, and so
just full on wedding time now.
Full wedding time now.
Is it all you think about?
Yeah, there's days where I'm like, I don't want to do anything else but the wedding right now. Like, seriously, like I've got to do what? Although I love my clients and I do love hanging out with y'all, so that's good. But other than that, I'm like, I don't want to do anything else. Yeah.
Like,
so there's still
Terrence messaging me. I don't want to talk about this. I just want to talk about the wedding.
Wedding. So no, there's just a lot of like special nuances, gift bags. I've been doing those up and like getting exciting things for that, and just I got it. And my sister, one other thing, my sisters, did I tell you this already? We're tired of me like pussyfooting around on getting my
outfits.
My outfits. So they came in last week. And like most of them look great. So I've got, oh my gosh, my bachelorette party, my bridal shower dress, insane. It is insane. It is insane. So anyhow, I need to like look and see if I've got everything. And then I got this cute little swimsuit that is just like totally revealing. It says Mrs. Budgel on it. So anyhow, I've got that. Anyhow, there's a lot of so white everywhere. Anyhow, coming together. Yeah.
I love it. I love this time for brides. Like I like watching it, and it's like, because I remember how exciting it was for me, and then I like seeing everyone's outfits that they pick out. I'm like, this is so fun. I freaking love it. So
well, there it is.
All right, awesome, you guys. We will see you next week. Back in your ears.